Foxtrot Bravo Bravo, pull up and go around.
Go around, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
Tower India, Echo Lima, downwind 13, touch and go.
India Echo Lima number 3, follow Cessna left base, turning 1 mile final.
India Echo Lima.
Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Tower, fly runway heading.
Fly runway heading, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
Charlie Zulu November, clear to land runway 13.
Charlie Zulu November, clear to land 13.
Zulu Sierra Alpha, change of plans, crossover midfield, join right downwind runway 13.
Zulu Sierra Alpha, crossover midfield, join the right downwind for 13.
Greetings everyone. Welcome again to Simair Flyer. I am Dane Simair, and we are continuing our Fraser River run. Last time we left off at the Echo Valley Ranch, and on this trip we're going to try to make it all the way down to Hope, which is in the most southerly area of the Fraser River. And then on our next journey we'll go westward to take the Fraser River right out to the mouth of the Pacific. We are in the trusty Icon A5 once again with Bubba, my trusty co-pilot Bulldog, Bubba the Bulldog, and we are kind of raring to go. Actually, we are ready to go. The aircraft is started. As you can see, our doors are closed, the propeller is spinning. We have good engine instruments, everything looks good. We are at Echo Valley, and oh, look at that over there. There happens to be another Icon A5, purple color. Can't say I like that color so much, but I guess it's okay. Anyway, we're going to take off on runway 25. We're going to make some stops, a couple touch-and-go landings in the mighty Fraser River. I'll just show you very quickly on Little Nav Map what's happening. That's where we are. We're going to be taking off from runway 25. We're going to be heading down the river. Down the river we go. And there is a spot that I would like us to stop at in the water. And as we get closer to it, I'll tell you a little bit more about it. It's Hell's Gate. That's the name of it. Hell's Gate. So that's where I would like us to do not an overnight stop, but just a stop that you can see what Hell's Gate is all about, and I'll explain more about Hell's Gate as we get closer to it. But in the meantime, I think we should get this aircraft up in the air and get it flying like we should do. So without any further ado, let's stop looking at the map and let us get out to runway 25. Okay. Park brakes are off. We are heading out. Actually, you know, the winds are so calm right now that we could take off on runway 7. We could take off on runway 7 and just turn around. The winds are only 2 knots. So it's really not going to make much of a difference. So I think we'll just take off right here. Runway 07, and then we'll just make a 180-degree turn. If you guys remember the last time, this is the runway that is goes down a slope. We certainly won't have any problem taking off on this. So off we go. A little bit of snow up on the mountain peak up there, the Rocky Mountains. Here we go, we're going down the slope. I think we should take this thing in the air right now. There we are. We are in the air. Let's retract our gear. Gear's coming up. Didn't need flaps for that takeoff. We're gonna make a quick right turn. Get ourselves over to the river. It's a nice day for flying. We've got some nice nice clouds, nice blue sky up above. All in all, it's a good day. Any day is a good day when you're in the air. So the river should be just over this ridge here. Although, no, the river, no, we have to go down this ridge actually to get to the river. Yeah, if I remember when we came in to land here, we came in from this direction, the river is over here, and we came in this way, across this little valley, and then made our way to the airport. But now we're going to go down the valley over to the river. Okay, we can reduce our power, so we maintain just under 5,700 RPM. That's what this airplane kind of likes. Yeah, this is where we came in from on the landing on our last trip. We came from the north, we came south, came over here, right over, landed at Echo Valley. Below me is a road called the Big Bar Ferry Road. Not sure how it got that name. Kind of a long name for a road. This road, if we follow this road in this valley, it'll take us right out to the Fraser River. With this 150 horsepower engine in the Icon A5, as you can see, we're up to 120 knots. It moves quite nicely. I'm going to slide over this way through these two little ridges right here. Get ourselves right over to the Fraser River. There's the river. Alright, we're going to head south. there's a little settlement down there. That's the Big Bar settlement. Yep, I know it's 500. GPS is telling me 500. That's okay. We're flying. We're not flying low and slow. We're flying low and fast. Let's get our speed back up to 110. With this airplane, you can kind of live a little bit dangerously. Well, maybe we'll get a little altitude so we can see a little bit more of the mountain ranges. Yeah, let's get up a little higher. So that road over to my left, that highway, it's not a road, it's a highway. It's called High Bar Road. So it goes all the way south. Everything's looking good. So as we move along here, I'll just show you on the map what's happening and where we are. So we're coming close to the airport, Lillooet Airport. Right there. Elevation 1,300 feet. We've got a little twist and turn in the Fraser River here. During the wildfire season, this area, like many areas in North America actually, well, maybe around the world too, were devastated with wildfires. It's a sign of the times, isn't it? The heating up of our world. Yeah, we better make our little turn around here. So on our left is part of the Trans-Canada Highway. It's in this area it's known as Highway 99. It's a major highway in British Columbia. So it's going to take us all the way down to Hope, actually. I think what we'll do is we'll do a touch and go at Lillooet. what we'll do right here is we'll cut across. Instead of following the highway, we'll just do a little shortcut and cut across the valley to land at Lillooet. Let's just have a look at the map and see what things look like. So instead of following the river, we'll just go right across here and we'll do a touch and go on runway 14. So in preparation for landing, let's lower our gear, put in 1 notch of flaps. We should have that runway. There it is. There it is. Coming up on it. There's no point making a full stop landing here. We'll just do a touch and go. Do the 2nd notch of flaps. We're a little bit high on the approach, but that's okay. It's about a 4,000 foot runway. We've got lots of room. Let's see if we can put some butter on the bread here. Let's see if we can put some butter on the bread. Ease it, ease it, ease it, ease it, ease it down, ease it down. That felt good. I've got an applause from the audience. So I think I'll take that. Once I get in the air, I'll have a look and see what that landing rate was. There it is. It was minus 75. I had a 1 degree pitch. I had no bank. Speed was 48 knots. Alright, so let's continue our journey. So the next airport on our southerly trek is the airport of Lytton. Lytton has had a really bad, tragic problem with wildfires. 2 years ago, the town was completely wiped out due to wildfires, and I mean completely wiped out. Every building was destroyed. And then this year, wildfires raged again in Lytton. It's such a tragic turn of events that it's just awful. I'll show you on the map. We're almost at Lytton, actually. Just show you where we are. We're up there, and this is Lytton right here. It's really a shame. But anyway, we'll just do we'll come in here. And come in, we'll go up down the Thompson River. We'll do a right-hand downwind. And come in here, land, touch and go on runway 20. That's the plan. So the elevation at Lytton, and by the way, Lytton is spelled Lytton. The ICAO code for Lytton is CYLY, Charlie Yankee, Lima Yankee. Elevation there is 920 feet. Now this will be the Thompson River coming in, joining the Fraser River, and that's the runway, Lytton runway. I'm just going to go over here, go down the Thompson River just a little bit. Put our gear down. And we'll put full flaps in. Let's see, where is that runway? There it is there. So we'll just head down the Thompson River just a little bit here. We'll go over this ridge. We'll make a right base as we pass this ridge right here. Come out onto the Highway 1, which is also the Trans-Canada Highway, actually. I said previously that Highway 99 was a Trans-Canada, but I was wrong. Highway 99 joins up with Highway 1, Interstate 1, which is the Trans-Canada Highway. Okay, let's make a right base.
500.
Where is the runway? There it is up there. Let's bring the landing rate monitor onto the screen. Whoops, why did it disappear? Why did it disappear? There it is. Okay, let's concentrate. Concentrate. We need butter like we had the last one. 500 feet. And the trees are right at the end, so I want to try and make a short landing right here. Okay, hold it, hold it. Okay, that wasn't as good as the last one. I'm gonna take off right here, ups, before we get into those trees. Well, the audience applauded. It's considered a perfect landing, but I don't consider it perfect landing. It felt smooth, but for some reason I came down a little bit too hard on the runway. Oh well, can't win them all, right? I hope Bubba was okay with that. You know how bulldogs can be. Alright, we are continuing south. Our next stop is going to be Hope. No, actually our next stop isn't going to be Hope. Yeah, I almost forgot. We are going to make a stop at Hell's Gate. I promised you we'd do that. And let me gather up some facts here. Let me tell you a little bit about Hell's Gate. At Hell's Gate, basically what happens is the high Rocky Mountains, the cliffs on each side, narrow down to they narrow down to a width in the river of 115 feet wide, and through that narrow 115 feet, 200 million gallons of water passes through. That's 200 million gallons passing through every minute. It's twice the amount of water flowing over Niagara Falls. It's an incredible area, and we're going to check it out. And let's see here. I've got here's a quick little video of 25 people fit in each of these trams, and they take you across the raging river. Hope I'm not crashing into a mountain as we're watching this. No, I guess I'm okay. So that's Hell's Gate. So let's prepare to get ourselves to Hell's Gate.
500.
So before we get to Hell's Gate, we really should do a touch and go on the river. We haven't done that yet. So let's do a quick touch and go on the river. I didn't have all of my lights on. That's not a good thing. Let's see, the gear's up, so we're good for landing. Yeah, we'll just do a touch and go and see how this aircraft, see if I can put it down a little bit better than that last. Now, Microsoft has done a terrible job of modeling Trans-Canada Highway.
500.
Oh my goodness, that's terrible. And look at the water in the river. It's kind of coming up the sides as well. I would say someone at Microsoft kind of slipped up here. That's what I would say. Oh well, there's not much we can do about it. Some of these things we do have to kind of overlook, don't we? We've certainly come a long way from the old Microsoft days and the FSX and P3D, although P3D was pretty good. I quite enjoyed P3D. Look at the water going up the sides of the river bed here. That's weird. Very weird. Very, very weird. Okay, concentrate, Dane. Concentrate. Concentrate. Down we go. A little bit too much power. Okay. The water rudder down. Okay. I don't like how this water is going up the sides. I think we better get out of here. Oh my. my audience, or not my audience, but my passengers clapping. Let's see, what was that? It was 141. Well, it's definitely not a 53 or 75 that I have been getting on this aircraft. But I'll just bring it back on the screen. It is considered a perfect landing, but oh well. I guess that's a personal opinion, isn't it? The G-force was only 0.97. My speed was 50 knots. I had a little bit of a, I had a 2-degree left bank and a 1-degree down pitch. Wind speed was 2 knots, direction was 254 degrees. So Hell's Gate is coming up very quickly, actually. Let me just have a look at the map here and see. We've got a few little turns to make. Looks like we've got some power lines ahead of us. We better get over them. Because I've noticed
500.
in Microsoft, if you go under the power lines or under a bridge, the aircraft makes a bang. It makes like a banging sound. Actually, let's go under them. Oh no, we can't now. We're too low. There they are, right below us.
500.
We almost went right into them. What have we got down here? We got a nice little settlement going on here. That looks kind of cool. Right on the river's edge. Be kind of nice to live there. Although I wouldn't want to live there in the winter time. So we're coming up to an area called Boston Bar. It's a very famous area. That's where we are right now, actually. This is Boston Bar. A lot of train. The Canadian National Railway is through here, and there's a lot of activity going on in Boston Bar. And just down from Boston Bar is Hell's Gate. So we're gonna land in the water, and we'll stop before the narrowing of the terrain. That's the railway track on our right. CN Rail. And this is the Trans-Canada Highway on our left. Cruising down the river. What's that other song? Rolling down the river. Rolling down the river. There's a railway track on our right. My wife and I have been through the Rocky Mountains by train and by car. By train twice, by car once. No, once by car. It is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we are very close. You can see how the things, the edge of the cliff is narrowed in. We are very close to Hell's Gate. So let's get ourselves lower. We are getting very close to the air tram. It takes cable car thing, air tram they call it. Takes people across, 25 people in each car. Okay, there's the tram ahead of us, so let's get ourselves onto the water. Now, again, Microsoft has not modeled this because 200 million gallons of water per minute would make extreme whitewater rapids, and we don't have that in Microsoft. There we go. There goes a tram. Now I'm just going to pull over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull over to the side. Actually, maybe I'll pull over here. And just, I'll put my gear down. And we'll just get up close to the edge. Because we don't have an anchor in this airplane. So we're just going to pull right up here to the edge. And we're going to get our trusty drone camera out. There we go. There we go. That's good right there. We've got our gear down, that's why. Alright, so let's pop out in the drone camera. And let me show you Hell's Gate. So this is over on the Trans-Canada Highway side, which was our left side as we were flying. So we'll just go in here. This is the main entrance to the Hell's Gate. And I must say Microsoft has done a great job of modeling this. They really have. So now let's go over here and go down to where the tram is. There's the tram coming up. And we'll just go down. And we'll scoot across, and there's the walking bridge, pedestrian bridge. Over here, we'll go over to the pedestrian bridge. Yeah, Microsoft has done a good job of modeling the structure and the actual building. It looks very much like this in real life. Let's just go down a little bit. There's a totem pole right here, which in real life there is one. It's kind of cool. Tells you a little bit about Hell's Gate. And then go over here onto the patio where you can, and there's some salmon, some sculptures of some salmon. Yeah, they've done a really good job of this, I must say. But they have not done a good job of the water flow. It's just not realistic. It's way too calm. That should be whitewater rapids rushing through here, because this is only 115 feet wide. 200 million gallons of water per minute going through here. Anyway, we've seen enough. Let's get ourselves back into our trusty. Let's get the drone back to the airplane. There we go. Okay, so from here, so we need to pull ourselves off the rock here a little bit. So from here, we are going to be heading downriver, and we don't have very far to go. We'll be at Hope, right here. That's our destination, Hope. Now, just so you guys know, I redid Hope Airport from the original Microsoft because Microsoft did not do this justice. So I've created Hope Airport pretty much as it, pretty close to as it actually is right now. So, we'll see it when we land. So let's get back in our airplane and get motoring. Now I'm gonna go under the tram cables and under the pedestrian bridge, and you're going to find that the airplane might make a big noise and crash, because it's quite often does that. So let's just see if that's going to happen. Hopefully not. Okay, we're getting close to getting under the cables. So far, I haven't heard the bang or felt the abrupt change. No. There we go. Just don't understand why it does that. It's obviously a problem in the code. Anyway, we just have to make do. All right, let's get in the air and get going, because time is moving on. Okay, we're on the step already. That was a quick step. There we go, let's lift off. So we really don't have that far to go now to get to Hope. So very shortly we will be landing in. You can tell we're getting closer to the southern part of British Columbia. You can see the more of the sun shining through. The Rocky Mountains aren't hiding the sun as they were before. And show you on the map how close we are to Hope. So we're there. We've got a couple bends to make, and then what we're going to do is when we get to this corner here, we'll cut straight across, or to this corner we'll cut straight across And it'll be like a right base, runway 25 into Hope. We have a long final. So we're just about there, guys. Just about there. We have some more power lines ahead of us, so I'm going to get some altitude going here because I don't want to have another crash. I thought there were power lines ahead of us, but maybe not. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. This Fraser River is an incredible river, you know, and fishing is amazing in the Fraser River. The elevation at Hope is 128 feet, so we're getting down to almost down to sea level elevation. Town of Hope is coming up ahead of us. This is the town of Hope that we're going over right now. Okay, we're gonna put some gear down. One notch of flaps. The airport is right over this way, over here. So we're gonna kind of do a right base for runway 25. We'll do a bit of an angled base, 45-degree base instead of a 90-degree base. Just to pick up some time, because we've spent quite a bit of time going down the river. So this is the second to last leg. The next leg will be from Hope to Boundary Bay, which is the west coast of British Columbia. And I'm going to use my favorite airplane for that. I'm going to use the A2A's PA-24 Comanche to fly the last leg to the west coast. There's the airport ahead of us.
500.
And if anyone's interested, if you like what you see at the airport, I'm going to put a link to the flightsim.to where you can download this airport for free if you so desire. I think it turned out quite nice, I must say that myself. Took a lot of work, took a lot of pictures and searching Google Earth and searching the archives and doing all sorts of things. It was fun, though, to create the airport. It's a grass strip. It's 4,000 feet long. In fact, Boeing, when they tested the 737 back in the 1960s, or late 60s, they actually landed it in this airport because they wanted to see how it would handle on grass. And there's actually a video on the internet with that. We've got a gust going on here. Yeah. gusty. Okay, Dane, make this a good one. Make this a good one. There we are. I think that was a good one. Let's see what the... Now that's more like it. 55 feet per minute. I had a 1 degree left bank and a 4 degree upward pitch. Speed was 43 knots at touchdown. And the wind speed was 2 knots at 254 and a 0.93 G is what we pulled. So welcome to Hope Airport. I'm just gonna pull these flaps up. I'm purposely just driving down here to get to the west end to give you a quick view of what Hope Airport is all about. Hope Airport is the home of the Vancouver Soaring Association. They actually have 2 L-19 bird dog tow planes. They do a lot of glider training here. They have a wonderful school. This portion of the airport to my left is one of the buildings. There's a little bit of a picnic area out there. We've got some sailplanes ready to go. And this is the main building that we're coming up to. Not the Vancouver Soaring Association building, the main Hope Airport building. And there's a fuel station right here. There's a Canadian flag. It's flying in all its glory. We'll just do a high-speed taxi here. This is the parking area for the aircraft. There's 4 parking spots there, although you can park anywhere, but if you want to spawn in, there are 4 parking spots. This is the Vancouver Soaring Association. 2 buildings. Their office right there, and their hangar right over here. And I also took the liberty of putting in 2 helipads in case you want to use your helicopters here at Hope. The rail airport doesn't really have designated helicopter spots, but I just thought I'd put it in. So I'm just going to pull up here to the fuel tanks and I'll just pull over here actually. Just going to pull over here and stop the airplane. This will do just fine right here. We'll stop right there. Turn the engine off. Yep, I know. I know the battery was on. Turn the switches off. I'll just quickly show you in the drone camera. In real life, the airport does have its ICAO code on the roof. Charlie Yankee Hotel Echo. And that is the sign for the regional air park. And in real life, the fuel station has the word fuel written on the pavement. So I tried to incorporate that as well. Anyway, that's enough of that. I want to thank everyone for hanging in there with me and watching Simair Flyer. So once again, thank you very much, and we'll catch you hopefully on the last leg in the PA-24 Comanche. Until then, keep flying.
Foxtrot Bravo Bravo, pull up and go around.
Go around, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
Tower India, Echo Lima, downwind 13, touch and go.
India Echo Lima number 3, follow Cessna left base, turning 1 mile final.
India, Echo Lima.
Foxtrot Bravo Bravo Tower, fly runway heading.
Fly runway heading, Foxtrot Bravo Bravo.
Charlie Zulu November, clear to land runway 13.
Charlie Zulu November, clear to land 13.
Zulu Sierra Alpha, change of plans, cross over midfield, join right downwind runway 13.
Zulu Sierra Alpha, cross over midfield, join the right downwind for 13.